Welcome back to Rhythm Guitar Book 3. This book takes a deep dive into all sorts of movable chord shapes. We're on pages 22 and 23. In this lesson, you're going to learn the movable C major chord shape. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3 that you can read from and write in. Plus, you can help support a music teacher, so I'll leave a link in the description. Here's an open C major chord. To change this to a movable shape, instead of playing fingers 1, 2, 3, play fingers 2, 3, and 4. And now, move those 3 fingers up 1 fret, put your first finger down on the 3rd string, 1st fret, play just the middle 4th string, so you're going to want to take that first finger, mute the 1st string. With no open strings, this is now a movable chord shape. This would be a D flat major that I'm playing because now my root note is here on the 4th fret, D flat. If I move it up a little bit, maybe to the 6th fret here, that would be an E flat major. At the bottom of page 22, we have number R31, the C major shape etude. It just cycles you through a whole bunch of chords using this C major shape. We begin with a C major, and this would just be an open C, but just play this with fingers 2, 3, 4 instead, so it'll be easier to switch to the other form. So C major. Then we have an F major. Notice we have a position marking number 5. Now that's not where your root is. Our root is here on the 5th string. Your pinky happens to be playing that root. Remember, in guitar notation, that Roman numeral describes where your first finger is located. So even though our root note is here on the 5th string, 8th fret, we don't use a Roman numeral 8. This is a Roman numeral 5 because our first finger happens to be located at the 5th fret. And that's how you play your F. And remember, use some fingers over here, some knuckles, whatever you need to mute the 1st string. Also, my thumb is draped over a little bit, so if I do hit the 6th string, doesn't really matter because my thumb is muting that string as well. Then we have a B flat major, position 10, and our root note is going to be here at the 13th fret. That's going to be a little uncomfortable, at least on this guitar. Then an E flat major, just follow those position markers. You can go by the position marker where your first finger is. I tend to go by where my pinky is in this shape, so I'm following my root notes. A flat major, D flat major, F sharp major, B major, root's going to be way up here at the 14th fret, E major, A major, D major, and back to C major, played with fingers 2, 3, and 4 as an open chord. Once you're comfortable finding those chords, go ahead and play through the exercise. Do it at a nice, moderate pace. Don't worry about tempo. Don't worry about strumming patterns. Keep it all nice and simple. Right now, the goal is to practice forming this shape and finding these chords. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, F, B flat, E flat, Top of page 23, we have number R32, the C major shape etude, played with all C major shapes. This is the exact same chord progression as the exercise you just did, number R31. This time we don't have position markers, so there's not really much to talk about as far as where to place these chords and all that. Let's just play through the exercise, this time without the benefit of those position marks. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So C, move up to F. And again, I like to focus on my pinky, which is playing my root note. Just keep holding that shape. Reach the high ones the best you can. You'll mostly use this in the middle of the fretboard. Ending on C. At the bottom of page 23, we have number R33, another C major shape etude. Play all this with the new C major shape. This time it doesn't go through that same progression that we saw in the other two. It has a different progression, so let's find our root notes first. Need to find a 5th string F. That'll be at the 8th fret. And that'll be with your pinky because we're using this C shape. Next we need to find an E flat. That'll be at the 6th fret on the 5th string, using that same shape. Then D flat, 2 frets down from E flat, and back up to the F. Then a G flat. G flat is always just 1 fret higher than F, so if my F is at the 8th fret, my G flat will be at the 9th fret. Back to the F, back to the E flat that you had before, and it's all repeats from here. F, G flat, F, and E flat. Once you can find and play those chords fairly easily, go ahead and play through the exercise. Nice moderate pace, as I will continue to say through this book, and don't worry too much about what strumming patterns you use. Keep it nice and simple. You're just practicing finding these chords. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your assignment is to practice the exercises on pages 22 and 23, and if you need to, keep drilling yourself on the note names on strings 5 and 6. And don't forget to order your own copy of Rhythm Guitar 3, the link is in the description. Take your time with this, and then when you're ready, I'll see you on page 24. We're going to start combining the C and E major shapes.